Okay guys, welcome back to B Adventures. We've got another gear review, this time lubricant. So specifically this is going to be Inox MX3 lubricant. Just by the way, to let you know, I bought this myself. I spent my own money. I just thought this stuff could get some attention. So I don't want to waste too much time. Basically what it is, it's a CLP type product where it cleans, it lubes and it protects. If you want the short review, it works. So it works just as advertised. They have a very good website. If you want to go check out the website, I annotated and you can get a lot of information there. What really actually got me interested was the testimonials. I don't find they're actually just testimonials, I find they're professional feedback reports. So what I mean by that is they're actually professional industry users like machine shops and mechanics and that sort of thing. And they've actually taken this stuff long term, tested it out and said this is what we found and these are the benefits. So if you're someone like me, you're a bit of a handyman, you're often doing things around the house, you're fixing things, your car, your workshop, your garage, you might want to look into this. What really got me is that I've been using other WD type products for a long time, like penetrating oils and water displacing oils. And I found, a lot of them are very affordable, but and some of them are very expensive, but they don't actually work. Meaning you use it and then they wear off in a week or 2 weeks, So that's why I say the short review, this stuff actually works. What I did was I got the 5 litre bottle. I got that for, you can usually find it, this is an Australian product by the way guys. I don't mind what country it comes from. Whether it's from overseas or Australia, I'm in Australia. It's just nice when you have a local product. Not just to support Australian business, obviously it's a bit more easier to obtain. So that's what I found interesting, that I'd grown up in Australia and I'd never heard of this stuff before. So I've been using it for about 6 months now, very successfully. This is the Applicator bottle. So I got the 5 litres. This is a huge bottle. I'm trying to fit it on camera. I don't want to knock it over. So here's the bottle. You can see the labelling. I think they need to update their labelling. It looks a bit old school. As you can see, displaces, penetrates, lubricates, protects, blah, blah, blah. Okay. And I'll put links in the description area below, guys. So you can check out the links and you can go to the website and see all the other technical info. I don't want to waste time on that. That stuff you guys can check, all the technical info. I did email the company. And I asked them, what is this stuff based on? Like, is it petroleum based? Is it vegetable based? And the rep who got back to me, she just said it's mineral oil. She said it's based around mineral oil. So that's all she said. That's kind of, it's a very broad answer because mineral oil often comes from petroleum, crude oil in the ground, and then we refine it and we make petrol. We call it petrol in Australia, or you might call it gasoline in America or another country. So don't get me wrong, mineral oil has been used for hundreds of years. I mean, our ancestors have been using mineral oils. It's not a big deal. What got me the most with this is that, sorry guys, I'll get back to the point. 5 litres, I got it for about $72 Australian. I'll do the conversion. Of course, it may cost more if you buy this in America or somewhere else. I'll talk about that more at the end. But basically, 5 litres is a lot. That's why I poured it into, this is an old soap bottle, like a 1 litre soap bottle, just so it's a bit more manageable. Yeah, it did come with an applicator bottle. Most stores in Australia that sell like super cheap auto and hardware stores like Bunnings and whatever, if they do sell the larger 5 litre bottles, I find fishing stores often have them. It's very popular with fishermen and marine use because it protects against rust very well. People coat their tools with it and their boats, everything. It will come with this applicator bottle, so that way you can just refill it. You don't have to worry about buying aerosol cans and running out. You can just refill it and obviously squirt it around. I also like to put it in these little squirt bottles. Open it up. See? So that way I can squirt it onto door hinges and little parts and tools and, So I just mark it so I know what it is. These are actually from vaporizers, if you guys are into quit smoking products. I get my old vaporizer bottles, the liquid, the flavoring, and I wash them and then I refill them with this product. If you've seen my travel videos, like the Philippine videos, if you look at season 2, there are times, very rarely, if you look at the Arms Core video, if you're into that, you'll see me with a little bottle of oil. It was just motor oil. I know it sounds a bit funny, but I actually travel with a little bottle of oil. The reason why I'm an adventurer and I'm a bit of a handyman, so the amount of times just having a little bottle of oil can get you out of a jam. If you're watching my videos, you understand I'm a bit of an adventurer. But the reason why I had this screwdriver as well, I didn't want to waste time. I was going to do a cleaning video and show you guys, but I thought that might be a bit boring and just waste time. This was a caked up, rusty screwdriver. Get the camera to focus. You can see it's already got pitting. Yeah? Pitting means the rust has eaten right deep into the metal. Look at that. Yeah? It's just a old screwdriver I keep in the toolbox or in the, you know, on my desk. Very handy. And no matter what product I use, the rust would just keep coming back. Alright? So basically, all I did was I scrubbed it down with this stuff. And though there's still pitting, we can't help that. The rust hasn't come back. And this has been months. It hasn't come back for months. So usually the rust would just come back in about 2 weeks. So it works. So that's just my point, that it does work. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Okay guys, so basically the point I'm just trying to make, it did work. It did work very well. I've used it on the car, I've used it in the garage, around the house. Again, every other product that I've used, you know, there's great products out there, they work. But this one I find just works a little bit longer, and as an all-round package, it's very cost effective, meaning it's not as expensive as some of these Wonder products. Like I've seen products like this size for like $20, $30, and this is only 30 mils. And not to exaggerate, I've seen maybe 100 mils or 4 ounces, you know, 125 mils, I think it is. You know, your 4 ounce type bottles for like $30, $40 for some Wonder product. And don't get me wrong, often they work, but not everyone wants to spend $30 or $40 just for a little bottle, you know. So that's why, you know, I was saying the price before, it's very cost effective for 5 liters if you want to go that route. Definitely check out the testimonials on the website. Like I said, there's several reports, you know, from different businesses that have used it, be it machine shops, workshops. There's even an Afghan report for people who are interested. They were actually, they made them sound like military. They were not. I believe they were private military contractors. They were private contractors, but they used this stuff in Afghanistan, and they certainly had good luck with it. What else? Basically, what got me was, the non-toxic. Now, they actually advertise, as you can see, you know, no silicon, no kerosene, non-conductive, food grade. So they're basically saying it's non-toxic, and you could eat it if you wanted to. I don't recommend. Don't eat it. You might end up with diarrhea or get really sick. But you know, they might appeal to you if you have young children. For example, you know, kids running around the house, kids being kids, you know, they're touching things and then eating cookies and eating with their hands, and you know, we do that too as adults. So you might be doing some work in the workshop like me, you're cleaning up your tools, and then you might eat a sandwich. At least you don't have to worry about it being extremely toxic or extremely dangerous. So definitely wash your hands. What I do find, just as some practical feedback, when I use petroleum-based products, my hands often feel like a burning. That's the petroleum chemicals, you get that burning feeling on your skin. And when I go wash my hands with plain soap, it doesn't come out. I have to use a degreaser or a very strong detergent. This stuff, just plain hand soap, if you get it on your clothing or your hands, it just comes off with plain hand soap or plain, you know, dish liquid. So, you know, certainly very pleasant too. When you get on your hands, like I said, and you're working with it, you don't get that nasty burning irritation. Yeah, so I mean, just practical stuff like that. So again, guys, I got a little excited just because I hadn't seen this stuff before, even though it's been around for a while. So I just wanted to give it some attention. Definitely, I'll put a link below and I'll annotate it. Check out the American promotional video. These American guys actually did a very good one. Again, why I didn't want to waste time on camera, you know, showing me putting this on my door hinges and polishing my wood table, and you know, I didn't want to waste time doing that. They've actually got a video where they show how many different things they use this stuff on. So it's great because it's multi-purpose. What else? Yeah, I was surprised how well it did help with cleaning. Like I said, there's many products that you can clean rust off with, but I found it very good. If you do have very heavy caked rust, as I said before, there's a lot of pitting, meaning it's really eaten into the metal. This is just an example. You may have to use sandpaper or stainless steel wool. Sandpaper or steel wool, that's normal, you know. But you give it a scrub. But what got me was that the rust didn't come back. Usually this would be turning red with rust or brown with rust. But yeah, as you can see, it's an old rust. It's just an old screwdriver, but hey, it just shows that it brought some life back. It did work. What else? Okay, so I'm in Australia. As I was saying before, you can usually find this at Super Cheap Auto, which is a popular automotive store. Most popular fishing stores, camping stores, and hardware stores will have it. If they don't, you can obviously get in touch with Inox directly or go to their website. In America, I think the best option would probably be Amazon.com. The reason why, they will ship everywhere, you know, all over USA and Canada, and you know, just in that region. So if you're finding it hard, because I heard some guys in America were finding it hard to find it in their locality, well, it may not even be in your city, so just you can order it off Amazon. So I'll put links below. I am an Amazon affiliate, so I'm just being upfront. Yeah, look guys, there's not much else to say. It works. So I will be traveling with this, believe it or not. So I will take a little bottle, because I do that anyway. I take a little bottle of oil with me traveling. So I will be traveling with this product to test it out in my travels. The reason why I've been to a lot of Southeast Asia or Asia Pacific, very hot, humid, tropical countries. So the problem with that is everything rusts. Like if we were in Philippines, this would just be rusting on contact with the air because the air is so hot and humid, so wet. And there's also a lot of salt seawater, so the air even carries salt sometimes, so even the air is corrosive. I have seen anodized aluminum stripped down to the bare metal. I've seen stainless steel rust, like kitchen knives. You know, usually it's nice stainless steel rusting just on contact with the air, you know, in a lot of these hot countries. Tropical countries. So anyway, guys, that's the review. Hopefully you found it interesting. Maybe you might want to give it a try. Maybe you're like me, where you're a bit of a handyman and you're constantly, like, you know, fixing things around the house, whatever. Like I said, you can check out the actual American promotional video, and you can see all the different uses. If you want to know more, go ahead and check out their actual website. And as I said, look, at this point in time, guys, I spent my own money on this. I just thought I'd give it some attention. I do not work for Inox, at least not now. Maybe maybe one day in the future, but it's just me saying, hey, this is some interesting stuff. Okay, guys, thanks for watching, and see you in the next video.